Today's game,
right
Framber Valdez. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every fourth or fifth day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Runner at first with 2 away. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Gets under and pops it up. Paredes brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit. Base is empty with 2 away. Here's Jordan Alvarez. That one ripped right center field. That's got a chance. And it hits the fence. Alvarez around second. The relay, he is safe. It's a triple. Just missed out on the homer. All set for the start of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto. Valdez back to work. On the ground, Paredes throws to first in time. They get the out on Soto. So digging in, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's into second with nobody out.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Soto at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys go nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
On the ground right side, a sliding stop, and that's a great play for the out. And the Mets go down 1-2. Here's Juan Soto, 1 for 3. He swings and fouls one off. Packed house here at Dyken Park. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that.
The right fielder.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub 3.50 ERA, and you know guys like that. You may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub 2s. They're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So. You know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Now Altuve handles it. Over to first, and that is the inning. We head to the bottom. Now it's Jordan Alvarez. In the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Go ahead run on base. And now it's Juan Soto. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a ball popped up. Paredes makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Back here in Houston, and now the first baseman, Christian Walker. And that one is lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched into the opposite field for that knock.
Brown back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these Mets need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. We've seen a lot of soft contact from them, and it hasn't been easy to barrel up the baseball in this one, but I'm interested to see if they can make any adjustments moving forward.
He's got it. One up, one down.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Line, and that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they lead it in the 10th. Here's Pete Alonso. In the dirt. Throw, and they got him. Memphis one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And today on the hill, Ronel Blanco. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
And the 0-2.
Inside, ball one.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That was pretty nasty.
Just dropped it in there on the top of the strike zone. Certainly not what he was trying to do with that curveball by any means, but at the plate, you could tell he wasn't expecting it either. I'd say he got away with a big-time hanger on that one.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Soto going back. He brought it back.
Well, that would have been huge if it would have snuck over the glove to take the lead, but great athleticism at the wall, goes up and brings back a homer.
Two outs, runner at first. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. 2 outs. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. In the air, fairly deep to right field. McCormick has it sized up, and that'll do it. Juan Soto now 0 for 2 in this one. Grounder might be 2. To Pena at second for 1. To Walker, and that's 2.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play.
Here's Juan Soto. Golden opportunity right here. Ball one there.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
2 strikes.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Just misses. And the count's even at 2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And the righty deals. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. So bases all loaded up. And here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Dubon drifts towards it. He's got it. Runners tagging from second and third. Winker comes around to score. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Well, it's always a risk when you're pushing for third like that. A bang-bang play. Had a chance to make it. Maybe a little better slide around the tag, but a nice job by the defense to cut off that runner.
Soto jumps out of the way of ball 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And they're all loaded up.
Take your bait.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now it's Mark Vientos. 2 outs. Ball 4. He's walked in a run.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. Oh, he botches it.
He beat it.
So 2 down. Juan Soto will hit next. And that's off
the plate.
The inside edge. And that's ball 1. Foul ball. Winker off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Chris.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
2 out, space is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout inning over. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins.
Myers.
That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and it's a 1-out double for the first hit of the game.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
That one fouled off. Dives, and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. Down in order go the Mets. Still no score. So 1 out, nobody on. And up next for Miami, Xavier Edwards. 1 down, base is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Soto in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
Squirts away a little bit.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily, and the runners will move up. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. 1 runs in. Close play, but in there. And they lead by 3. Here's Pete Alonso.
Up next for the Mets, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Swing at a high fly ball left field. And that is that. 5.5 innings complete, and the no-hitter is no more. We're at the top of the 8th, and now it's Juan Soto. The pitch. Outside, and it's 1-0.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Throws to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So 2 away
Now
with nobody on. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. This could end it. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into it. So definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
0-2.
First and second here, no outs. Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. No advance, good job behind the dish. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now, Dane Myers. Lifted in the air, right field. And that'll get down for a hit. One out, base is empty. Juan Soto now. And it's fouled away.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start day.
Oh, diving stop. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play. One gone, runner at first. Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 2 in this one. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1. Winker stands at first with 1 out. And that is out of play.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Ground ball right side. And foul ball. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hill in position. And there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Otto Lopez. Hit in the air, right field. And base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's a 1-run game.
Oh, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runner at first with 2 away. Juan Soto up now for the Mets.
The right fielder,
0 for 3 in this one.
Soto.
On the ground, right side, Lopez. Gets it to first. That ends the frame. Mets strand 1, and the score stays 3-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins. Now a blooper back behind first. And it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second, and that's a 2-bagger.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive.
Just about ready to go. And pitching in this game, Edward Cabrera. What do we need to know here?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. We'll elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game.
Now a rocket to right center. Way back there. And forget it. It's out of here. He'll circle the bases. His first homer of the year. It's 1-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
First and second, 2 outs. And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Here's the 0-2. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 on, 2 outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. McNeil headed home. Here's the throw to the plate. He'll score easily. It's 2-0.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And now it's Mark Vientos. First and second, 2 down. Here in the third and final game of the series. Liner, base hit. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well done. Drives in the run. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job. And that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. Myers snags it. And that is that.
Leading off with
Here's Juan Soto. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
That's a ball.
Inside just missed. Enriquez, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
2-0.
That misses, and the count is 2-0. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He has it. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Right. Makes the play. 1 away. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. On the ground right side, Lopez. 1 up, 1 down.